All right, so Helsinki Marathon was a few days ago. Let's talk about it. All right, so let's start from the beginning, which was the fact that I had just come off the bottom trail run, injury-free. I did some small runs to see that everything was okay. I had no injuries and everything was. 2 days before the marathon, I decided, okay, I'm not gonna run, really get a rest now. And then proceed to wake up on the day of the marathon with some pain in kind of like my ankle sole of my foot, so the inner side. It's not the first time that I wake up with some weird pain in my ankles when I wake up, but generally, take a little walk and it passes. So that's what I had in mind. I was thinking, all right, I'll just walk this off, it will pass. So I wake up, have my breakfast, doesn't pass. Walk to the public transportation to get to the venue, doesn't pass. I then arrive at the venue, do the bag drop, doesn't pass. I am now 20 minutes before the race trying to warm up. And now I'm starting to get really concerned because it's not passing. I have like the slight, like more of an irritation than pain, to be honest. And it's just there and I'm starting to think, okay, should I run? Shouldn't I run? What if I get injured? What if this is something serious? And I decided to run because there was a bunch of health services on the way. And I thought, okay, if it reaches a point that I'm not comfortable with running, I'm just stopping. I'll go to the side and I'll DNF from this race. So that's what happened. Went to the starting line, had this concern on the back of my head, started running. And the immediate thought I had was, okay, it feels okay. It's there, but it's fine. So now we're in the race. Starts off, it's the Helsinki Marathon was a 2-lap kind of race. For the first lap, it kind of felt like a walk down memory lane. It felt like a training run, to be honest, that I was just doing with lots of people. Put on the video like, this is where I live, but it was pretty relaxed the first round. My foot bothered me sometimes and I felt like I had to shift it inside my shoe, but nothing that would worry me. I was like going, every stop I would stop and I would drink water calmly, etc. I ended up drinking too much water, needing to do too many bathroom breaks. It impacted a lot of my time because at one point I was reaching the 4:45 pacers and it was just before this bathroom area. I'm like, okay, I'm nearly catching up, but I really need to go. I go into the bathroom and it takes like 1 minute because I had drank so much water in being so worried that I would get cramps or be dehydrated or whatever. First lap is pretty okay. Second lap, it doesn't start off fine. The mental aspect of having to do the lap again was a bit not fun. I was always thinking like, I have to now do this all again. Everything else was pretty good. I was pacing myself very well. My heart rate was like 160, 150, so like my tempo running pace was 6 something, just like trucking along safely, and everything was pretty fine until I hit the 35th kilometer. And that's when I was, okay, my foot is starting to bother me a little bit. My upper hamstring started to give some signs of tightness and I could feel it. It wasn't cramping or anything, but I could feel it was there, like something was there. So at this point, I decided to call a friend of mine. I call him up. He was following me online. We're talking, and he tells me that I am estimated to finish in 4 hours and 34 minutes. Like I say goodbye, thank you, good luck, bro, go strong, blah, blah, blah. I then do like a self-assessment and I think, okay, cardio, good. Legs, feeling good. Foot, okay. Let's see if we can reach 4:30. So I just open up the gas, start running in a 5 minute per kilometer range. Just keep pushing, flying by people. And every time that my ankles seemed to bother me a little bit more, I would reach up older legendary runners, which I thought immediately that, okay, I have this little pain in my ankle. But this person for sure did not wake up in the morning saying like, I have no pain to run this marathon. So that was inspiring to run, pushed on through. And there was this beautiful part, which is beautiful. It wasn't beautiful, it was an uphill. But there was this group, Downtown 65. It's like this running group / artist because they record songs. And they were singing, pushing people along, and that was so important on that uphill. It was one of the harder uphills right before the end, and you don't even feel it. You get so excited to pass them that you don't even notice that you're running uphill. I just went through. Down the finishing straight, push a little bit more, nothing special, cross the line with 4 hours and 29 minutes. My first marathon, under 4:30. It was not a goal. It was something I decided at the moment because I thought, all right, even if I break down, I'll be able to make it from 36 to 42 kilometers. I'll be able to make it to the end, which I did, and it was fun. The support was awesome. The volunteers were awesome. People on the street, you didn't see a lot of people there, but there was the downtown group and their songs. And then there were a few like pocket people that they were really motivating runners. And I must say, if you watch this, thank you so much. It's such a help to have people pushing for you. It's crazy. I remember passing this group and just feeling this jolt of energy passing them and really thinking, okay, next time there's a marathon that I'm not participating, like the BMW Helsinki Marathon, I'm gonna go out there and support the people that are passing because it's so helpful. But overall, it was a great race for me. It was good to see so many people participating. I think one of the lessons that I took from this is there's always the selling that marathon, it's so hard, it's such a big thing, and it can be hard. So I wasn't racing a marathon, I was running a marathon. But I think it scares people that can run a marathon. If you watch a marathon, you will see that the ability to run a marathon comes in all shapes of sizes, of all types of people, of all different ages that are able to run a marathon. And I've been telling recently people, if you run a little bit, like if you can run 10 kilometers comfortably and you put in some kilometers a week, I believe that you can run a marathon. Not a sub 3 or sub 2, or no, not sub 2, but sub 3 or sub 4, but you can run a marathon. It's not that crazy. There is the time. You can go slow, you can walk, you can talk. It shouldn't be that scary. People are setting it up as this huge thing. It's so scary, it's so impossible, and it's not. So, what is next, or what happened to me next? The next morning, my foot was destroyed. So it's like the sole/ankle, and for some reason, my ankle then became more locked, like the topper parts of my ankle. And it took one day to ease off a lot. So the first day, after the race, it was very painful. The next day, it was painful. The other day, immediately I could start walking. 5 days in, and I can easily walk, no pain walking. But now the big question is, will I run the Ultra X? I will only run the Ultra X if next week I can run 10 kilometers with no pain. And if not, I will then cancel that run, which hurts a little bit, but not too much because I ran the marathon. If I hadn't run the marathon and had this issue, then it would weigh on me a little bit more, but it's not the end of my attempt to make an ultra. And tomorrow I have a company golf tournament, which I'm participating in, and that will be the test. If I can walk the golf course and play and on Saturday be fine, it will give me hope that everything will work out. But if I struggle tomorrow, I'm out. I was pondering if I add the golfing stuff here. I wouldn't say this is a running channel per se. Okay, the objective of the channel, it's just to share with my family that's abroad, to make it easier for people that are far away from me to be a part of my life. And if there's anyone else that wants to join on the journey, feel free to, but don't expect like sequential videos all the time, every week, things like that. Thank you for watching this amazing update, and keep well, everyone. See ya.